Matt Greene is joining us now, as well as Jim Fox. First question for you, Matt. What went wrong? You can't be pleased with the way you guys played tonight.
No, I don't think so. I think it was just a classic case of not being ready to play. You come out against a team like that, and they're playing the first game too, and you give up 2 right away in the first. I mean, obviously you're not mentally ready and just making mental mistakes. And I think that's the best thing though, is that it wasn't a physical issue tonight. I don't think I don't think our talent level is down to the point where we lost that game. I think it's just all mental mistakes and all not covering positions where we should have been. And I think that's the plus side, is that you can correct that pretty easily with just system play and practice. So if you're going to take a positive out of the game, that'd be it.
Matt, I talked about that during the third period, where it's one of those things where you guys coughed up a few goals, and it is fixable, those types of things. Now, I know it's just right after a game, but if you can pinpoint one thing that the Coyotes really gave you a problem with tonight, what would you put your finger on?
Scoring when we gave them opportunities to. I think that's it. I think any team you give opportunities to at this level, they're going to score goals, and they did it. I think that, if you look at a game as a whole, I mean, minus the goals against, I don't think it was a horrible game, but I think we gave up 6 grade A chances and they had 6 goals off of it. And that's what's going to happen in this league. You can't make those mistakes, and obviously we did it, and that's the difference. I mean, you could say whatever you want. If you give up 4 goals going into the third period, chances are you got to have a pretty spectacular game to win. So I mean, there's no excuses on our part. Just hopefully look at positives and know that we can correct the mistakes that were made, and be better here on Tuesday.
And Greener, and not just to be negative, this is just one game, and there's obviously expectations, but I'm just curious at how this team kind of grew in training camp, because from all indications was this is a pretty solid group.
Yeah, it's a real solid group. That's why tonight's even more frustrating. And you say, not to be negative, but it's something that you got to address right away. I think, maybe in years past, who knows if this would have been a big deal or not. But I think right now the expectations are completely different. We can't blow these games. I don't care if it's the first game or the 81st game. You can't come out and lose a game 6-3 and be down 2-0 going into the first intermission. It's unacceptable. And I mean, the group is strong, but right now we gotta tighten up in other areas. You just got to be mentally stronger and and better. And that's the difference of this game. There's a lot of guys outside of this league who can skate, shoot, and pass. I think the difference at this level is you got to be able to think it, and tonight we didn't.
Matt, listen, really appreciate you coming up here and being with us. Thanks very much, and we'll see you on Tuesday.
Yeah, no, thank you. Yep.
All right, there's defenseman Matt Greene. Appreciate him breaking down what went wrong tonight for the Los Angeles Kings. Jim, your thought on what Matt had to say tonight?
Well, I think he hit the nail right on the head, and I think you talked to Andrzej Kopitar in the first intermission. He talked about sloppy play in the neutral zone.
Yeah.
And I thought that was both with and without the puck. With the puck, you turn it over and the other team goes the other way, but I thought quick passes tonight, and Matt was talking about that. Maybe just that game readiness, mental approach was not there, because there was numerous times where the Coyotes made one pass. They beat a couple of Kings with that pass, and the other guys were on their heels, and it was bad news.
Surprising.